Let's bring in Susie O'Brien and Stephen Senatiempo now. Susie, you go. You're a mum. You know what it's like. What do you reckon of that little controversy? Should the baby have been booted or not?
No, I actually think unless it was flat out crying, a bit like in that interview, then the baby should be allowed to stay. I mean, these kind of shows are very robust and there's people heckling and there's lots of laughter and there's lots of noise. It's not like it was a symphony orchestra. And I think, you know, if we're booting out babies and we're saying that, you know, that are even not that disruptive, then we're basically saying that if you're breastfeeding a baby, you should just stay at home for 12 full months. And no one really wants to see that. So I say let the baby stay unless there's flat out crying. And then, you know, actually most mothers would hate to be the one left holding the crying baby. They do everything they can to sit at the end of the row and duck out if they need to. So I think
suck it up.
Not good.
Hey, Stephen, I know you're a mate of Sarah Harris's. I met her through you many moons ago. But you would have thought the one thing you don't do in that interview is kick the baby out.
No, look, I don't want to stick the boot into Sarah, but I imagine that the producers said, "Can you bring the baby on with you during the interview?" So I think there's a bit of irony there. But look, this, you know, you're older than me, Chris. So you remember the days when comedians were, one, funny, two, could actually command an audience, and three, could think on their feet, and they would have used this as part of the show. I mean, as somebody that had a rather short and unspectacular stand-up comedy career myself, you know, it's all about holding the audience. And if the baby's heckling you, well, turn it into part of the show. Have a bit of fun with it. Don't be a stick in the mud.
He should have turned it into the heckling baby for sure.